Hey everyone, my name is Kayla and this is K-Law for You. JC and his entire legal team are pushing back very hard, not only to clear his name, but to disassociate themselves whatsoever from P. Diddy and all the legal issues that he has going on. So the recent update, JC is claiming that Tony Busby allegedly pushed his accuser to sue him, knowing that the allegations were false. Now, how do they know this? Basically, this is what happened. A private investigator is claiming that she went to interview the Jane Doe in this situation by going to her home in late February. She says that during the interview, the Jane Doe stated that she told Tony Busby that yes, she was assaulted by P. Diddy back in 2000 and that Jay-Z was at the party, but that he had nothing to do with the assault. And she's going on to say that even with Busby knowing this, he pushed me to make these allegations. Now, interestingly, the investigator asked Jane Doe to sign an affidavit at the end of this interview, which she refused to do. Basically, she said, well, how does this help me? Now, who is this investigator? Jay-Z and his legal team are saying, we had nothing to do with this investigator. We don't know who she is, and she was not hired by us. Obviously, that's a little strange because Jay-Z is currently suing Tony Busby for extortion and malicious prosecution. So obviously having some form of an affidavit where the actual accuser is saying, no, none of this is true. The attorney Busby knew it wasn't true and he filed it anyway, would pretty much prove their case. And what does that mean? Tony Busby could be sued civilly, there could be some criminal issues, and he could also lose his bar license, and it could mean that he couldn't practice law ever again, potentially. So it's a very serious claim. But then again, we do have to remember Jay-Z and P. Diddy are huge figures. This story is very big. So this could have just been an investigator doing some kind of journal work or some kind of investigative piece. Who knows? But the real question is, what is Busby saying about all this? He's saying that this is all lies, that this, Jane Doe was making these accusations long before she was even his client. What he's saying is that she filled out an intake form, and in that intake form, she claimed very clearly that Jay-Z and P. Diddy assaulted me. What happened is she did an interview with someone who was, most likely in a legal intake department. That case was then signed up and then it was referred to Busby. So I think we'll learn a lot more. So tell me what you think. Do you think that maybe what's really going on here is that potentially this woman was caught up in a story that isn't true and now she's trying to point the finger at Busby and the legal team? Or do you think that there is potential that Busby saw another potential big defendant and said we need to be able to tag him into this lawsuit as well? Because obviously with another big defendant means that there could be more potential money involved. Tell me what you think. I'm very interested.